All right, how you doing? Hope you got your bag of popcorn ready. Got everything going, everything nice and comfortable. Got the family gathered around. I'm just gonna take a couple minutes. I want to explain something to you and see if we can figure out a good way to get this point across. Everybody's really concerned about the swine flu right now. It's a huge concern for a lot of people. Everybody's rushing out and getting the vaccine, doing all kinds of different things to try to prevent it. And it's good. You should do things to prevent it. Sneezing, coughing into your sleeves, washing your hands frequently, making sure you get enough rest. If you do come down with symptoms, stay home and don't spread it. These are all good things to do. But there are things that you can do with your body to help maintain this. You see, your body is designed to overcome things such as flus, viruses, colds, a lot of times without any symptoms. So the best thing that you can do to make sure your body is in the best position to help fight it, there are 5 areas of health that you need to focus on. The first one is you have to have your proper diet. We're not going to talk too much about that. It's a huge subject. Second one, you need to get plenty of rest. Make sure you do that during the holiday season. Third one, you need to get plenty of exercise, but it's got to be proper exercise. Don't overdo it. Don't cause yourself to be injured or cause a decrease in your immune system by overdoing the exercise. Number 4, a good positive mental attitude. And number 5, maintain a good, solid, healthy nervous system, making sure that there's no interference on that nervous system. And this is primarily what we're going to talk about. Now, there are 2 factors. Number 1, you've got stress from everybody in their life has stress. So that positive mental attitude is critical, but a lot of times it's hard, especially with the economy doing what it's doing. So we constantly have a bombardment of stress on our body and on our nervous system. So we need to make sure that our body is able to adapt to that. Now, how do we do that? This is how. And some of you have seen this, but this is just going to be real quick. Your brain, of course, controls everything in your body. And what your brain does is it sends a message to the body to exert a certain function. Okay? As long as that function can be carried out, then your body is said to be in a state of ease. Okay? So that's a pretty simple explanation. As long as that's happening and everything's okay, then your body functions well, and with proper nutrition, you don't have to worry about the swine flu or anything like that because your body can overcome it. But what happens with most of us is through stress, through chemical stress, physical stress, emotional stress, some kind of a stress, we get what's called a subluxation. And that interferes with that brain-body connection, which can weaken our systems. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to show you how we can figure out if you have this subluxation or if you have this challenge to your immune system. All right, so how do we do that? Well, if you take your brain and your spinal cord, that makes up your central nervous system. If you split your central nervous system up into the core components or core functions of what it has, this is what you'll have. You'll have kind of a pie chart like this, okay? This part over here is what's called your autonomic nervous system, okay? Autonomic nervous system. And that's what controls your blood vessels, your organs, your glands. Okay? So problems in this part of your nervous system are going to be things like allergies, thyroid problems, digestive problems, anxiety problems, immune problems, different things that are more of a organic or systemic problem. You know, adrenal problems, kidney problems, sexual reproduction problems, all kinds of different problems with that. That's going to come in this area here. Okay? This over here is what's called your motor nervous system. This is your muscles. Okay? And the problems you're going to have if you have an impact on this are going to be things like muscular weakness, limited ranges of motion, muscle atrophy, where the muscle actually shrinks, muscle fatigue, spasms, different things like that. Okay? So these 2 obviously make up the biggest part of our nervous system. All right? This small part down here is what we call sensory. And that is where we get our pain. Okay? Now the important fact to matter is, or the important thing to consider here is, most people judge their health based on the sensory system, the pain. And that only makes up about 10% of your overall bodily function, or overall nervous function. Okay? So it's not a good way to determine how healthy your body is. Especially when you're in a season like the flu season, where you're trying to make sure that your body's functioning optimally so it can overcome any external forces that are attacking it. If you're going just based on this and all this stuff is being is acting up but you don't know it, then you could be weak. Okay, so that's what this whole thing about the bag of popcorn is, and get the family together. I want you guys to understand that we need to make sure that you're functioning well. We need to make sure that you're healthy. And we determine health by the function of all of this, not just pain. Okay? Now we have tests here in the office where we can actually measure this nervous system and see how your body's functioning. Okay? We have tests where we can actually measure this branch of the nervous system and see how your body's functioning. And we actually have tests, of course, plus your symptomatic reporting to us that can measure this. All right? So you're sitting at home, you're basing your health on how you feel. I'm asking you, come in, let us check you out, let us run these scans on you and see how you're functioning. Okay, we'll do this for you, we'll do it for your family, we'll do it at no charge. I'm only sending these letters out to about 20 families per week because that's all that I can handle in the time that it takes me to run these scans. So please, if you do this for yourself and do this for your family, come in this week, because next week it'll be a charge of $79 if we do it next week. So come in this week, let us run these scans, let's see how you're functioning, see if you're ready for the flu season, for the holiday season, and let's get you through this healthy. All right? I look forward to seeing you guys. Thanks.